Thanks for calling the Beards and Sundries hotline. You've reached Anthony. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, boys. I am driving out to Ohio. I know there's not a real good reason to drive to Ohio, but I am going out to see my nephew for the second time since he's been born for his first birthday. So that is really the only good reason to go out to Ohio. Other than that, not much else. And this is coming from someone who was raised in Ohio. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to call and say I miss your faces. Hope everything's going well. I'm listening to all of the most recent episodes, catching up on my 5 hour drive out to Ohio. So, yeah, but anyway, I also saw the Wicked movie, the musical theater gay. I absolutely loved it. But I would love to hear what y'all thought, um, especially Jay, since I know, Jay, you're more musical theater inclined. But I'd also love to hear what Joe and Anthony thought, if y'all saw it, when you saw it. I don't know when this is going to get played. Um, TLDR, full transparency, this is my second time trying to leave this message because your boy's a disaster. Anyway, uh, love you all. Bye.
Good evening. This is Beards and Sundries Podcast News, your one-stop news shop every Sunday, with your host, Jay. Another host, Anthony. And another host, Joe. We're your Beards and Sundries hosts and news anchors for Season 5 of Beards and Sundries.
And welcome back to the Beards and Sundries News Network.
Hi.
Hello. That's right, guys. It's time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and it's Christmas. Fall on your knees and give me a blowjob. Memories.
I'm Anthony, and I'm okay, thank you.
We aren't porn stars anymore. And I'm Joe, and we have officially demolished all of our deviled eggs. And that means that today's sundry item is post-holiday recovery. Beardos' festive month is now very much underway, and now that we have gotten Jay's septuacentennial out of the way, that means 700, it's time to chat about December and the current events that have already occurred. Later on, we're going to make up our own twist on a classic Christmas carol, and then for game time, we have a movie game that you film buffs might like. But before we toss out the bag of coal and bring out Jay's half-empty sack of gifts into the market, how about this week's voicemail?
Hi, Aaron.
Ohio?
What a sad time. He messaged us, actually, and was asking if we had time for, like, a call while he was on his drive, which I can understand because what a boring drive. But, like, we happened to be busy because we had friends over, so it just couldn't happen. But, like, I know exactly when this occurred. And, yeah, that's the kind of shit I do whenever I start recording something that is, like, off the top of my head. And I just fuck it all up and stumble through it, and I have to do it over and over and over again. And then eventually I write it down.
That's why I do voice memos, because it's easier than leaving a voicemail.
Yeah, plus I hate the sound of my own voice. Even some 2.5 years later after doing this, I'm still not a fan.
And yes, I loved Wicked. I thought it was very good. I saw it the day after Thanksgiving with some friends. I was annoyed because as I was in the theater, I started getting phone calls from people I never get phone calls from. And I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you all? I have 9 days off, and you call me the one time that I'm actually, like, not able to answer anything.
I have not seen the play. I have not seen the movie. I barely know the lore, but I've heard it's very good. so you can revoke my gay card if you want to, but I am waiting until it is out on streaming so I can 1, pirate it, and 2, not have to deal with people singing along in the theater. Thank you very much.
I actually give them credit. Did not happen at all at my theater.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
I'm
either.
glad you had a good experience.
In any
Yeah.
capacity.
Sorry,
go
I
ahead.
expected it. I expected it, and even for me, who would never do that in a theater, like, you don't realize how easy it is to want to just, like, sing the songs. And so,
Yeah.
like, for others to have a lot of restraint, I was impressed. There was clapping when it was done.
That's okay.
It felt like landing a plane, but still, I was just like, okay.
Imagine like Ariana Grande just comes out like to thank everyone for clapping. Thank you all. She's 3 inches tall. Thank you all. Yeah. But the only part of Ohio I'm saving is Sandusky because that's where Cedar Point is, and I love their roller coasters.
I don't know if I've ever been to Ohio.
It's there. A lot of
Literally
presidents
getting a
are from
phone
there.
call right now from
Who's
my
calling
family.
you? Oh, you should answer it on the air. We can make
Hello.
gay orgy noises.
Like, I have no clue why every time I'm recording something or in a movie, that is when somebody calls me. My parents call me all the time while we're recording.
I think they're in the helicopter that's hovering above our house right now. Like,
He must be talking to these
we
gays."
see your friends. Even though they're gay too, and we don't agree with it very much because the Bible told me.
Which is why they're
But we
trying to
don't
interrupt this
judge
fucking
them.
podcast.
Well,
Yeah,
we
you
don't
do.
judge them. We just judge them.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Anyway.
calling in, Aaron.
Yes.
thanks.
Thanks, Aaron.
We love and miss you too. But Joe, do you think I can find several weeks of very busy party and all kinds of nonsense going on between Thanksgiving and Christmas in aisle 4?
Oh, you must be in the December section of aisle 4, and yes, you can find plenty. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an old English word meaning odds and ends. Now, these days, it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as 3 very generous gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow.
Now I wait for it even.
I was trying to get there. What a post-holiday disgust nut of an intro. I don't
Post
know.
note does-
Post-holiday
Post
note
disgust.
to post. Post note, post oak, grape nuts. Crunch them up. Yum, yum, yum.
Buttery, crispy crust.
I like that your segue to an old person accent was puffing out your cheeks. Like very Wilfred Brimley-like behavior.
That's true. Wilfred Brimley did pop in my head. Bobby just.
No, I think he popped onto your head. Ooh, yeah, diabetes
wow.
daddy.
God, could you
Wait.
imagine that mustache ride?
Isn't he dead?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Diabetes.
Just like the weather, he's quite cold out.
No, he's called in the grave.
Oh, yeah. Just like the state, too. Oh, 49th in education.
Oh. That actually reminds me. Last night I spontaneously posted about that on my specific threads. And what did I say? I was like, I love Oklahoma because we're ranked so low in education that Ryan Walters thinks the Bible should be our curriculum because apparently Sunday school wasn't enough.
Oh my God. Lame. Did you think of that yourself?
Yes.
I've recently been thinking of that Education Connection commercial. It's like, Education Connection. So the state of Oklahoma picked up the phone and called Education Connection, and it said, boop, 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 boop. So, sorry, Oklahoma. It's not going to get any better.
So no connection.
Just kidding. I'm not sorry, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
I don't pity this state. Everything they vote for and all, they create their own issues. So
No,
we just suffer with it.
I dealt with people at work today that I think rivaled Terry Schiavo in terms of brain activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Isn't Terry Schiavo dead?
Like I said, they rivaled her in terms of brain activity.
My whole job tonight is just to make sure I call out whoever is dead that you guys mentioned.
Tupac Shakur,
Have you guys heard about Abraham Lincoln?
Elvis Presley.
Both dead.
Rue McClanahan.
Oh,
Subaru McClanahan.
Did you know that Rue McClanahan was one of the science teachers in the opening of Starship Troopers that had the weird
Yeah.
goggle glasses?
Oh,
Yes, that was
yeah.
her. That is
Mhm.
fun movie trivia.
Yeah, that is fun movie trivia. Maybe I'll lie about it later.
She's in some random stuff for sure. She pops up in the weirdest places.
That's one that I didn't notice until I got quite stoned and watched Starship Troopers probably like 2 months ago. And I was like, holy shit, is that Rue McClanahan? And I thought it was a high thought, but no, it was real.
That movie's really fucking good, honestly.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. I just hate that the whole message of the novel Starship Troopers is it's a like warning about jingoism. And of course, America has a way to take all the things that, sci-fi writers warn us about and be like, hey, jingoism, isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Like supreme
Yum.
and severe nationalism to the point of not questioning anything. Great.
This is dangerous. You shouldn't do it, but you're gonna do it.
Like, write this down, write this down.
Sci-fi author. I've written this book as a warning about building the mobile oppression palace. The government. Hey, we finally built that mobile oppression palace everybody's always talking about.
But it's not called a mobile oppression palace. It's called a mobile oppression palace.
No, they just call it that now. I think we're past fucking around.
It is the puffing of the cheeks I do whenever I mock old people.
You don't build a barn, dumbass.
Oh my.
Sarah made me laugh. She goes, I'm so happy that you said it. And she's like, I forgot I named it that.
You dumb
build
bitch.
a barn, dumbass.
I love it at the very bottom. It's like, you dumb bitch. I can hear you saying it.
Oh, God. She handed me that card, and I died laughing.
Speaking of t-shirt designs, other than your sweet pea being on a shirt, I thought it would be fun if you could make like a design mock-up of the state outline of Oklahoma, and it would just say 49th in education, and I would love to wear it in public.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it look like a baseball shirt, and it'll be kind of the cursive that says 49th in education. That's a good idea.
Yes. Oh, no.
Do it.
Like the state outline, and then like on the back it says 49. And then education across the top. Like that's the last name of the player. Or Walters. That'd be a good one,
I
too.
was just about to say we could do Walters 49th, and then the front
like a
would
little
be the
TH?
state outline. Yeah, the front would be
That's
the state
good.
outline, and it would be like 49th in education. I would fucking wear that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Ooh, and the team could be Bible Thumpers or the Thumpers or something. I don't know. The pieces are all there for our mock baseball team. This is good. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make that,
Let's-
and I'm gonna
Let's circle back to this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that, and I think it's gonna be on our shop. We'll circle back. That seems like some low hanging fruit that we could grab. And thanks for synergizing with me
Give
on
me
this
that
topic.
fucking baseball bat because I'm going to be swinging away, George.
George, swing away.
It was Uncle George.
What was it the other day? I was mocking him, and I was at work, and I was like, "I'll be rapping, I'll be tapping, I'll be capping, I'll be
Happening.
ding, ding, ling, ding."
Ugh. Bug, bug, shug, dug.
Oh, if we say
Damn
we'll
it,
come,
please
will you
say
shut
we'll
the
come.
fuck
Will you
up?
shut your ass up? And that horrible teacher wig they have her wearing for 0.5 seconds.
Now, who the fuck gone and did that?
Draw your family and friends. Brenda as a teacher, man, what a curriculum that must be.
I know. We would
Okay,
have
kids,
a way.
today we're going to learn about all the boys I slept with in the first movie. You know, Pop Daddy.
we just watched the fourth one the other day whenever I was with my friends, and he'd never
Ugh.
seen it. And it would the only part I really wanted him to see was kind of being in the car whenever she's like sleep talking.
No,
She's like,
the dreams. And Brenda's dreams. It's like, what is she? It's like, no, get out of my house. I can't remember what it is. It's something crazy.
there's one of them like, God, it's not. I don't think it's P Diddy, but it makes me. I want to say it
It's
is. And she's like, "Don't
something.
pee on me."
Is it R. Kelly?
R. Kelly?
He's known for that.
That's what it is. R. Kelly,
Yeah.
don't pee on me.
I don't think I've seen the
And-
fourth one.
And that's
it's-
before the whole R. Kelly shit came out, because this is way old.
Yeah. The fourth one's our. Yeah, I don't really. It's the one that's. Isn't that the one that's The Grudge and War of the Worlds, or is that 5?
Mm-hmm. It's The Grudge, War of the Worlds, and The Village are the
The
dominant.
Village. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh. No, the village
I
wasn't
totally-
even really
When-
good.
When they're in the town meeting and Brenda looks at the hot guy and she's like, maybe we should go to a place where there are no others. And then they're like, and she goes, or you can all watch. I don't give a shit.
Sometimes my tongue wiggles beyond my control, and then she's like, "Man, how does she say it? I'm an expert at this, and I could take him to a room at which there are no
There are
others."
no others. Or you can all watch.
And
I don't give a shit.
And then the blind girl comes in, takes off her dress. She's in this very sexy bustier, and literally starts shitting in the back of the room.
As one does.
And someone's like, she's like, "Oh, this isn't my house, is it?" She just like pops up her underwear and walks.
And that's quality cinema, Beardos.
Yeah.
Not like these new modern movies.
That might be a preview of a new segment to come in future seasons. But anyway, so December, and we're moving on. So we are recording on December 4th, and if you guys haven't heard, this morning, very early this morning, the head CEO of United Healthcare was shot dead in Manhattan, New York City, walking into a financial earnings meeting.
Insert laugh track here.
I like-
Cheers here.
Thoughts and
I
prayers is all I have to say.
I like how I literally like heard that, and I was like, "Oh, head of healthcare, okay."
Anthony said that a gunshot wound is a pre-existing condition because it happened before he died, so
It's
claim
probably
died,
not covered.
I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
You sorry we can't pay you your life insurance.
In the spirit of the CEO himself, we had denied his healthcare claim.
I mean, you see that United Healthcare, the largest healthcare provider in the U.S., denies over 30% of the claims that come to them. They are the most denying company. People have literally died and suffered in the most horrible moments of their lives by the millions at the hands of this guy. So you know what?
Which
I
is
think
why
that shooter did more for America in one single instant than any sitting president has in decades.
God declined his healthcare plan.
Yeah,
Now,
what's your
according
mom have to
your
say about this,
mom-
Jay?
According to your mom, he must be a bad guy because otherwise God would have saved him.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Literally.
That was the worst argument. And I was like, why do you guys just dig for something so you can always feel
Magic.
right?
Magic. Except not magic because that's evil. But Jesus magic. God magic.
Pagan
not
magic,
Magic
as
the
long as
Gathering.
pagan magic, as long as we talk about it in the form of Christianity.
Right, correct, yes. God is out there hand selecting everybody who lives and dies at any given moment based off of how good they are.
He's got his
Anyways,
list.
your
He's checking
mom's
it twice.
Logic is stupid for this. That's what it is.
God's little Christmas list.
Now, Beardos, we don't condone violence on this podcast. Who the fuck am I kidding? Yes, we do.
I was like, Madam, you forget yourself. You're in the wrong market right now. There's
Yeah,
cake, and it's about to be eaten.
I see that on
Okay.
social media where people are like, I don't condone violence. And I'm like, you
Yes,
guys,
you do.
They're killing us by the hundreds of thousands just to like move a decimal place, just to make a little bit more money. They deserve death.
They're
At
eating
least
the
to be-
dogs.
yeah.
They're eating the cats. They're killing the fat cats.
I just
Amen.
will never understand how healthcare could be something that we capitalize on
It shouldn't be.
Okay, I see why, but
You see, Jay, we can't have universal health care because I don't want to pay for somebody else's health care with my tax dollars. Instead, I want to give that money to a private business and then pay for somebody else's health care and let people profit in the process.
that's it. I was
Because
like,
I
want
love
to
middlemen.
I want to pay for other people's health care and pad the people who's holding the money,
Right, correct, yes.
Right. The shareholders.
but I would never do it in a grand scheme.
Right, because if we did it at a government level, then, we'd be taking out middlemen. We'd be removing jobs, specifically upper management and C-level executive jobs.
Yeah, because
we would still need the rest of those
That's
workers
it.
to have the government infrastructure.
I was like, the rest of the staff would have to still run the claims and all, but
Yes, Jesus.
God,
We're so
I used to-
fucking stupid here.
I remember I used to be anti-socialism, and as I've gotten older, I was like, but wait, it just makes sense in so many
It makes
ways.
fucking sense because we live in a society. But America has been so fucking. You know what? We said we weren't going to get hyper political on this. I'm going to shut the fuck
That's
up.
I know.
So I was going through this article today after Anthony sent it in our group chat, and I looked at a couple of bullet points here. And apparently, Mr. Brian Thompson, he was in New York in the first place to speak at an investor conference later in the day, which had then been canceled. Which then I circled that and I said that was kind of weird. And then Anthony said, I was like, I just know that there's one investor who was annoyed they had to cancel the call. And Anthony said, why can't the CFO present instead? And I just know that someone said that. Someone said that
Worked in
after
corporate
hearing that he
America
was
for
dead.
forever. And yeah, that's the type of people who are there.
I then read on and I highlighted this part and it said, United Healthcare is regularly accused of refusing to pay for valid medical care, claims that have, in some states, led to legal action and settlements. Regulators have also sued over the firm's proposed acquisitions, alleging its grip on the industry is too great. Earlier this year, the firm drew fresh outrage as the target of a paralyzing hack, which caused financial turmoil for medical practices across the country and prompted accusations that the company had failed to put adequate cybersecurity practices in place. I also read on later on a different source and found out that those clinics that got hacked and couldn't, do all the claims, United Healthcare bought those clinics instead of fixing the issue.
Why fix the issue when you can just save money?
That's what Spirit Airlines thought, and now they're filing for bankruptcy.
That's a good point. Did you see? I also saw an article the other day that said something about Nissan being 12 to 14 months away from being absolutely broke and bankrupt.
Let's look
Yeah.
at Nissan, Jay. I don't even have to open an article. Much of their fleet is what? Altimas. And
Yeah.
much of those Altimas probably get sold to enterprise,
Yeah.
rental car places, or they're being sold as like 27.9% APR 84-month loans to people that then get them repossessed because the credit scheme that Nissan has with America is very far-reaching, and they'll give a car to anybody and then repossess it. So I am not surprised that Nissan's in the hole because I don't really see a lot of nice Nissans on the road.
Like, it was shocking because my brain thinks about all the Altimas and Muranos you see on the road, but then also it's like, it's not that shocking because, one, what you said, and then also Infiniti being their luxury brand is also always way behind in what they offer in like their technology packages compared to the other luxury brands. Because I remember looking at one thinking, oh, I really like the style of it, but the inside's always lacking.
Well, think about Pontiac in 2008. They looked great. They had so many cars on the road and so many people were driving them, and then they got axed. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
they were one of the lowest
Nissan is
profiting
just-
ones.
Nissan's just the next Pontiac.
Saturn was the same
Everyone-
way. Saturn was all over the place, but they were just cheap
The
cars.
same as Pontiac. They were just cheap. They were cheap Pontiacs. I mean, literally, the Pontiac Solstice and the Saturn Sky were the same car with different sheet metal.
With different badge.
Right. So this is just that again.
Just a
History
different
repeats
company.
itself. Right.
I also saw a joke the other day that I briefly fell for, but instead of being like, oh my God, I went and researched it to make sure that I was right, and I was wrong, thankfully. So I checked that, and it said something about Enron coming back. And I was just like,
what
it
the
doesn't.
hell are they
I was-
doing in there?
I was like, it doesn't shock me at all that would happen. And so I didn't even really check it. And I was like, wait a minute. You don't want me talking about this and find out that it's a joke.
It was dated 2004.
That's the that article that keeps getting shared on Facebook. That's like Casa Bonita coming back to Tulsa
Oh,
every fucking year. And
God.
it's the same article from like 2006, and of course it didn't happen.
Everyone every year latches onto it and they
Every
always
year.
share it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. They're not even succeeding in Denver. Why would they bring it back to Tulsa? Why would
It's
they?
a joke
not
about
gonna happen.
Bucky's coming to Oklahoma, but I think the news talked about it and said that
No.
one's potentially real finally.
No, I'll believe it when I see it.
Same here. I'm just like, I'll believe it when it's actually like the sign's up and it's real. It's lit up.
There we go.
Kill. And I love Quick Trip, but I would kill to have Quick Trip replaced by Bucky's here.
Oh
The
yeah,
way that
totally.
we have if we had that many like Bucky's sitting around, holy shit, I'd be broke because on
I'd
my
be
way to work,
600
hitting Buc-ee's
pounds.
every day. Yeah,
Man, when I was going to Houston, I'd pass two of them. And for the first few trips, I would make it my habit to stop there like we did going to Galveston.
Our cruise, yeah.
Mhm.
And after a few times of dealing with heavy fucking traffic and all that, I was like, I don't even care anymore.
I still care.
I got to the point where I was stopping for gas and leaving, and I'm like, I just don't care now.
I like their Bieber chips. Those
I
are
like
so
their
hot.
barbecue sandwiches.
Ooh,
And
those
their
beaver
sandwiches
nuggets
are really good. The Bieber nuggets are good, but they're a little bit too cloying to me.
They're
I've
good
transitioned to buying them
small
as
amounts.
gifts for others.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, they're good. I want to buy them and basically share them with everyone because I want
Right.
some,
I couldn't.
but I don't want the whole bag.
I couldn't sit down and eat a whole bag. They're way too like it's
Ugh,
like big,
heavy.
crunchy. They're too crunchy somehow.
They're
I just can't
sticky
eat
and
more than
sweet,
like
and
5 or
there's just-
6 at a time.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a
if you
handful
took-
snack for me.
Yeah,
It's like if you took syrupy soda and turned it into a physical food.
yeah, very that.
But Enron
the
is
steak-
not coming back, Beardos.
What?
No.
FYI.
Yeah.
Although
and-
this would be prime time for them to come back because like business regulations are going to be at an all-time low.
You
I
know,
mean-
Well, maybe not an all-time low, pre-government loans, but
run it
it's
down
going to be
there.
pretty fucking low. I wouldn't be surprised if we made it legal for kids to work again.
And
Have you not been to a crumble cookie?
technically some of Enron's spin-off companies still exist. Like Enron Oil and Gas is still a company, but you don't hear about it because it's always known as EOG.
What
Oh,
the hell are they
yeah.
spinning off in there?
And the other spinoff, Enron Daryl Dixon.
What the hell are they Walking Dead in there?
I kind of wish
God.
that one was true just because I'm going to be really honest. At the state of society right now and how chaotic it is, I just want to watch a bunch of shit just like go crazy.
I think
Like,
it's
already gonna
just
see it.
fun at this point. It's all entertainment. We've done the fucking around. Now we're doing the finding out. And honestly,
for me, it's like I'm on this roller coaster and nothing works. So there's no like seatbelts or bar. And they're just like, so we don't think you'll fall out, but you might. And I'm just like, okay.
For me, it's how he's making these selections so quickly for his cabinet picks, and then how quickly they're being rotated out after one bad day of news coverage.
And the worst part about it is even some of the MAGA people are like, oh, God, you can't pick him because of his moral values of molesting women. And I'm like,
You can't
like
pick
that
a
guy.
barn, dumbass.
yeah,
you know it's going to be chaotic when we're not even in office yet and we're having this much chaos on just selecting a cabinet.
it was like this last time. And that was the whole thing that actually kind of made me feel better about all this was I was like, you know what? Last time this happened, he couldn't
Yeah.
maintain people in certain positions for more than just a few months unless they
Didn't he have a Speaker of the
really-
House for 48 hours?
Yeah. he
Before
did.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
Or maybe it
no,
was...
no, you're thinking the press secretary.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I think
the
Speaker of the House was-
that lasted for like 2 days or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name
Scaramucci or
was.
whatever his name was.
Oh yeah.
Scaramouche, and then he was like,
Willie
bye
do the
now.
fandango.
But I mean, that's the thing is that's why you have people who were close to him who come out and they're like, yeah, unless you say yes to him, he's just going to get rid of you. And that's the whole thing is he just wants yes men. And I don't understand how we can call ourselves bipartisan in any way if we continue to do that, which I guess we aren't. You know what? We said we were going to make this hyperpolitical. I'm going to shut the fuck up again.
What the hell is he doing in there?
What the hell
Drinking.
is Anthony? No, I was like, what's in his glass of wine?
Wine.
I know.
What's in his glass of wine in there?
I thought so hard about having wine, but on my 9 straight days off, plus my birthday being the day after, so 10 straight days in a row, it was just like alcohol.
Well, we already opened this box, so I've got to drink it.
And then I got gifted some alcohol for a housewarming gift. And so now I have a whole nother box of wine. But wine does sound good.
It's pretty great.
I don't know why I'm fighting it. I did say that alcoholism was okay during this next 4 years. So,
I mean, it's a really effective coping mecanism. It just happens to like suck for a little while the next day.
yeah.
How
I mean,
the hell is he coping in there?
I appreciate
Yet again,
nice-
wine.
a nice round of substance abuse for my own, relief.
Yep. Let me just not speak because in fact, too, I might get angry.
Well, okay, Anthony, post-holiday, how did you feel about all your food that you made?
It's pretty good. Like, I basically just made the turkey and then like we made an adequate amount. And I think the only thing that we really had a bunch of leftovers of was the deviled eggs.
All right. And they were super yummy.
There were 3 of them left last I looked. And those, if they're not eaten by the time I get up tomorrow morning, will be my breakfast.
Also, side note,
I'm just saying, start it out there. That's a warning for you, Joe. If you want them,
Blanche.
take them.
yeah, she's eating my fat thighs right now. Does anyone feel like this week so far is just like racing by?
No.
Girl, it's December. January was yesterday.
That's true. Maybe it's
Today
because I've been
kinda
busy at
crept by,
work.
But I also worked a lot of my like certification coursework, and I dropped into this tunnel on cost of living in America based off of counties and rural. Like I fell into a data hole, and I started manipulating it to look at things, and then I started getting sad.
Yeah.
I was learning things about Databricks today and connecting it with Spotfire and things like that, and I felt very ITE.
Yeah, this was not IT. This was definitely data analysis. I was like scrubbing and like manipulating the data and analyzing it. And it turns out, worst cost for healthcare as a percent of income as a state, West Virginia.
What? I can believe it.
A 2-parent, 3 or 4-child household will typically spend about 40% of their income on healthcare.
Opioid epidemic. Woo hoo hoo.
That's because Mountain Mama's high on opioids. Yep. Anyways, I'll get off that topic.
Yeah. So yeah, I made the fried turkey and it was good. And it was very much like we had there's still a little bit of it left, but like we did not have nearly as many leftovers as we usually do. And then we did mashed potatoes from Costco, and then we did stuffing. I just did stovetop stuffing, and then I did make gravy from scratch. Let me put some air quotes on that because it was basically just better than bouillon that I like zhuzhed up. And it was wild because our friends were like, this gravy is so good. It's so good. And I was like, it's just better than bouillon with some seasonings and a little bit of cornstarch slurry.
And then they put gravy on their food, too, after they said your gravy was really good. What the hell is he jerking off in there for?
For 7 hours, because I'm all the way back up on Lexapro.
Yeah, gravy.
You guys don't know how hard I worked for this.
That's an overnight gravy, baby.
I was sweating for hours. Speaking of frying a turkey.
Unrelated.
Did you see that news about that $4 million mansion in Connecticut that burnt down from them frying a turkey in the garage?
Why are they so bad at this? we fry it in the garage every year. And granted, I keep the garage door open, but like, the reason I do it in the garage is because obviously we've got like a lid, but like, it's if you just prepare yourself properly and you anyways, all right.
Did you say $4 million?
$4 million mansion. I'll do two
Please
pictures.
tell
here.
me more.
I'm going to show this one first. This one while it was on fire.
Oh boy, that's beautiful.
Hilarious.
It's gorgeous. I mean,
Is this in
huge.
Stepford?
Pretty much.
I mean, Connecticut,
And
the same
then-
diff.
Let me find the other picture really quick. My ring light is like right on the edge of my screen. It just made me go, I can't see the buttons.
Where's that second
So-
picture?
The the result of like the house being burnt down is insane. I'm zooming in on it now, and then I will share it. How do you zoom in on this computer? Ah, here we go. Share.
Do you believe in love?
Like it is gone.
Oh, I love it. Do you know what is that? 40 Weston Road? Let's get a street view, Jay. What did it look like before?
Oh, okay. Does it
40 Weston Road. It looks like it says there on the screen.
In Weston, Connecticut.
Wow,
40
creative.
Weston Road.
Just like Connecticut.
Weston, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Oh, it had a nice deck, it looks like.
Had.
Nice deck.
They shaved
what
around
the
their
hell
decking
were-
in there.
What were they frying in there?
They shaved around their deck so it looks bigger.
Oh,
That almost made me spit my wine out. That was pretty good.
why the hell is it bigger in there?
And here we go. Share. Oh, wait. Share.
Do you
Share.
believe in love?
Four
Wow.
million?
And that was in 1999 when it sold.
For 2.35 million.
Yeah, for
Is it made of
2.35.
gold? Look at that. That's like maybe 250,000 down here in Broken Arrow.
That's
It's true.
8,800 square feet. Six
Six
beds,
beds,
six full
six
bath.
bath. Two
It's
half.
bigger in the back.
In what? I mean, in Connecticut, okay, I could see it being that
2
price.
acre lot.
Is that 2 acres
Jeez.
or 200 acres?
So it says 2.00, it looks like.
Okay,
Huh.
I can't see the decimal because the screen share is.
Oh, yeah. There's a dot, it looks like.
Tax annual amount $1 million. I'm not paying $4 million for a home that I have to pay $1 million annually in taxes.
Don't worry,
Okay, well,
Anthony.
fuck.
They weren't either.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What the hell are they tax evading in there?
You think that fire was an accident?
So it was interesting too. Like the firemen said that the fire was so out of control that it was too dangerous for them to go in. So the house just had to like burn up.
They said,
So-
"Oh no,
so the
it's too
fire
out of
crew-
control." They're out there like spritzing it with like water bottle, like hair, like the ones you have at the salons where they're just
The fire chief's dad is the owner of the mansion. How
Yeah.
convenient.
But the fire
Like,
chief
there's-
is gay, and his dad disowned him, and he was like, "Oh no, we can't go in." That's
No,
crazy.
my
literally a-
my angle
there's
with
a-
this is that the owner did it on purpose to collect the insurance money.
Well, they had it for 25 years. I would assume they had enough capital at that point. You know, rich people just get richer.
You know who else did? Pontiac. And you know what they did? Not
You know
do
what?
great in 2008.
You right. This is the whole Nissan thing. It's
Good
misappropriation.
job on
spending.
that rhyme, Joe. Not great in 2008.
And fun fact for you guys, the state of Connecticut is actually smaller than the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact for you guys: the state of Connecticut is white, really white.
Very, very white.
Fun fact, the state of Connecticut starts with the letter C.
K.
Oh, no. K, L, A.
Moving on.
Oh God.
Oh, should we go to break?
I
Yeah,
think we
it's probably a good
should.
idea.
That's enough about December Beardos. It's time for us to go to our first break.
Great.
Hey listeners, are you ready to add some spice to your wardrobe? Check out hunkytops.com, the queer, Latino-owned clothing site that brings you the hottest styles. And here's an exclusive deal just for you, listeners. Get 10% off your first order with the code SUNDRIES. That's right, 10% off when you use the code SUNDRIES at checkout. They do offer sizes above 3XL. Just hit the contact button and request a larger size and they'll accommodate the best they can. So, what are you waiting for? Visit hunkytops.com today. Explore their amazing styles and wear your pride with confidence. hunkytops.com. Wear your pride, live your style. Remember, hunkytops.com. Use code SUNDRIES for 10% off your first order. Order now! You're listening to the Beards and Sundries podcast, the news source that's still rated 5 out of 6 balls.
So we're back from break, and I have an idea for you guys. Are you interested in it?
Only if it involves the classic Christmas Carol.
I'm always interested.
I thought for this episode and the next episode, we will each make 2 lyric ideas for the 12 Days of Christmas of what we want to gift Trump. So this episode, we'll each pick 2, and then we'll go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then next episode, we'll do 2. And then the final episode of the year, I will sing it for us.
Perfect.
So for, instead of Partridge in a Pear Tree, I think I'm going to give him a steamy bag of shit on his front porch. And a steamy bag of shit on his front porch.
Nice,
Well,
good
then,
start.
I don't remember what the original lyric is, but I'm going to give him 2 poisoned Big Macs. 2 poisoned Big Macs.
That's good. Better than turtle doves, that's for sure.
That.
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
we're going to fly
for-
through these.
Number 3, mine is going to be 3 progressive judges. 3 progressive judges.
3 progressive
Anthony has the hard one.
judges.
You've got 5.
I do.
That's
I
the
know. I'm
fancy
trying to figure
one.
this one out.
I know. I only thought of my first one, so I haven't even thought of what number 4 would be. 4. Ooh.
I've got
4
mine. I think it's going to be good.
4 angry hemorrhoids.
But you got to sing it.
4 angry hemorrhoids.
5 guillotines.
Yes.
You can't hear it, Beardos, but I'm giving a drag queen clap in favor of that.
Yes. Well. If we were wearing acrylics, you could hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Man.
Wow. Okay, so I thought we would dwell on these a lot longer, and we are already on 5.
6
well, I
through
hate
12
the
is tough
fucker.
because they're all the same phrase, so it's just generalized.
Oh, like
Now-
7 through 12? Yeah.
You can literally pick anything you want. It doesn't have to fit the rhythm, and I'll make it work when I sing it. So
But
I'm gonna
but
try.
the
It's a
5
part of the
guillotines
challenge.
Really hit it. Like it was.
no,
like
the 5 guillotines works.
Okay, then I've got our final one for this session, and that is 6 Patty LuPones. 6 Patty LuPones.
Because I hate the fucker.
I love that clip
How's that?
so
Yeah,
much.
me too.
Okay,
It makes my heart
now-
happy.
Now I may have to pre-record this so I can add those little clips in the background of Patty LuPone.
Yes.
I hate the motherfucker.
I hate the motherfucker. That actually went really well.
That went
It did.
really well.
That was really fast. Is it time for commercial?
I'm excited for next week where we get to pick 6 more. But now we'll have time
Yeah.
to think on it even more.
That's true.
And
That's true.
Beardos, if you are listening to this and you can get us an email in time, we want to hear what you would suggest for one of them, and they might make the episode.
Oh
we
my
might
God.
change it if it's good.
Listeners, actually, if you can get 12 of these in, if we can get 12 different ones from multiple listeners, I will make a second song on that
Ooh,
that maybe we can do a
yes.
special with. But I
But
hate
anyways.
this song. I hate this song so much, and so I want to change it and make it something I may enjoy again.
It just goes
Everybody
on
hates this
for
song. It goes on so fucking
It
long.
does.
It's like that episode of South Park when Jimmy does the
when
song.
Jimmy sings it.
I think it's why I really want to do it like live when I sing it, because then like when I fuck up, like we can laugh about it and it won't feel so forced and pre-recorded. So
That's true.
I think I'm going to do it live regardless, and then you guys can butt in while I'm singing too if you need to make fun of me. 'Cause
We
I'm bound to
never
mess up
do
a
that.
word.
I've never done that before. Never made fun of you.
You guys
Anyways,
are never
time for a
frosty.
commercial. Now for a word from our sponsor, Jade's stupid fucking face.
Now on aisle
Okay.
4.
I'll do it.
No.
Now with more sodium.
Because I've got an actually decent idea for this week's commercial.
Oh, that one wasn't decent. That sucks.
Well, that went quicker than we thought. Should we go ahead and just go to commercial?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
And now for a word from our sponsor, 6 Patty Lapones.
It's Christmas time, and Christmas just isn't Christmas without Christmas music to give you the Christmassy feeling of Christmas. And we all know that Christmas just isn't Christmas without the 12 Days of Christmas blaring constantly in the background. And for some reason this Christmas, the Beards and Sundries Market is focused on the 6th gift in that Christmas song. That's right. Come on down to the Beards and Sundries Market this Christmas to pick up your favorite Christmas gift, the 6th Christmas gift of the 12 Days of Christmas, 6 Patty Lapones. Why would you need 6 Patty Lapones? Well, I don't really know, but take her with you to that Christmas lunch you're having with friends where you're talking about withholding sex this Christmas from your spouse because you're mad.
Well, I hope he doesn't, because I won't perform if he does. Because I hate the motherfucker. How's that?
This Christmas, bring it to the doctor's office so you can tell other sick people around you how disgusting they are. It's Christmas time. Get better.
Put your mask over your nose.
Or this Christmas, just bring it around your friends or annoying family members at Christmas that may need put in their place.
Oh, you bitch.
So for this Christmas season, head on down to your local Beards and Sundries Market for your favorite Christmas gift of the 12 Days of Christmas, the 6th Patty Lapone gift from the 12 Days of Christmas. Christmas,
I hated
Christmas,
cats.
Christmas,
I
Christmas,
hated
Christmas,
it so much, and I hate Phantom of the Opera, but I think I hate cats more.
The Beards and Sundries Market is not responsible for what Patty Lapone may say and ruin your Christmas, and Christmas time is your Christmas time, and without Christmas, you don't Christmas and Christmas. Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
You know, the 6 Patty Lapones is very a la SNL, where they had the skit with Kerry Washington when she was the only black woman on the show because they didn't have a black woman on the cast. And they were like, but we have 8 different Matthew McConaughey's. And it was just 8 white guys they had hired. And I was like, I understand you're being self-aware, but also maybe fix it?
Yeah.
Well, it's Lorne Michaels, and he's an old white man. He's only got so much fixing power in his brain at this point.
Like, it's fun to be self-aware and you can make fun of yourself, but also when you show some effort towards change, that's when it can be funny.
Yeah.
Well, I need the
Like
foam
6
bat.
Patty Lapones.
We need the foam bat from First Wives Club. Choose love. Good.
Grow from love.
From love. Wham, wham, wham.
Hit me, Annie. Just hit me.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's enough.
That was better.
That was better. That was better.
Yeah.
Jackie O. Sorry.
I
Stupid.
do not know why that
Stupid.
line pops in my head all the fucking time, but I'll be like, Jackie O had one just like it.
Jackie O had 6 Patty Lapones just like it.
Nice car. I used to have one just like it. Ah, it's his car.
God, that movie is so good. First Wives Club
I
is so good.
Love that movie.
Normally we vamp about the commercial, but honestly, First Wives Club, fucking go off, sis. That movie is so ahead of its time.
Slaps so hard.
Yeah. Harder
It's
than a
got
foam
the
bat to your
Riz.
therapist's head.
Ah, good God. The scene right after the funeral where they go to the restaurant together and she's like, Virgin Mary, Bloody Mary,
Bloody Mary.
vodka rocks.
Goldie Hawn. Just
Yeah.
being Goldie Hawn. She's not even acting.
I just love like they flip to the part where they're drunk now at lunch and she's like got her lips poked out and she's putting the cigarette in and she's like trying to light it.
And she's like swirling her drink around and throwing it everywhere.
And like the scene where they're at her apartment and she's like, I had yes.
Who? Guns N' Roses? Our friend Chad says that line so well. It's
He's
so
really
funny.
good at it. Oh my god, what a fucking A
What
plus
an elite
movie.
cast.
Yeah.
Like also the ending of it, the "You Don't Own Me" song on the way out, like "You don't own me."
Oh, yeah.
and every time, oh my god, I just go off.
Somehow I like that one better than the original.
I always love Bette Midler's rant about her husband. He got a haircut, and then he got an earring, and I said, Morty, what are you, a pirate? And then when they're coming down in that window washing thing, and they're flying downwards, and it looks at Diane Keaton, and her hair is like flying up, and she's like, yes. And then they stop in front of that apartment, and the couple's like, whoa, Elise, you look great. And she's like, huh? And they go, you look great. And she's like, oh, thank you. And then it just flies down.
And it took me a long time to appreciate Diane Keaton. I always thought she was kind of like this kind of boring actress. And
she's
for
just
some reason,
she just gets put in all those roles because she's so good at it.
She does it really well.
yes,
Her and Diane Wiest are really good at that shit.
yes, that's
Wiest.
exactly what I was gonna say. But like Diane Keaton, she goes into this film, and I don't think she's gonna be that great a character. She's perfect for it. She's perfect with those two. It's just an excellent movie. And then Diane Wiest is the same way. Like everything she's in, I end up loving her.
Her character in Edward Scissorhands was so good.
Oh my god, the Avon lady.
Avon, hello, the giant mansion. Hello, Avon calling. This giant old haunted mansion. She did that. She's a gay icon.
And I love that one woman who she's like, I don't ever buy anything. She goes, I know. Okay, see you later.
Okay, bye.
What was the actress's name who played like the younger like replacement? She was in Saved by the Bell, and she was in First Wives Club. I swear she was in Saved by the Bell.
I
Maybe
never
I'm
watched
thinking of
that
somebody
show.
Else. Oh, really?
No.
What part did she play in First Wives?
She played the young actress who was going to play Elisa's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She was in
yeah,
Saved
I
by
forgot
the
about
Bell?
her.
And she turned out she was like underage, like she was only 16
In the movie?
And
Yeah.
Yeah. And her husband was sleeping with her to give her the role. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because
What's her name?
I'm her
'cause they were-
mother.
Elizabeth Berkley.
yeah, I just remember they were trying to find a reason to get her ex-husband back, and they finally figured out that she was underage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they found
So
her
she
like high
stole,
school
like-
yearbook or something
Yeah,
like that.
they stole
Yeah.
all of his stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
Throws the 2 quarters down. She's like, oh, fine.
hell.
And
Take it all.
Take it all.
Oh, God, I want to watch that movie so bad
I know. I was
now.
like, I need to write that down to watch on my Christmas break that I'm having.
Honestly, she wasn't in it for very long, but Stockard Channing slayed the opening too as Cynthia.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
When it's like
yes,
showing
she
how
did.
she's like the depressed housewife who the husband left for, and she sees her young neighbor working out across the way, and she's like, hey, whatever. And then it's Diane Keaton's voiceover, and she's like, of the 4 of us, Cynthia was always the most likely to succeed. When she put her mind to something, she just went ahead and did it. And then it shows her about to jump off the building, and you're like, oh, damn.
Right.
And
Ugh,
how
God.
depressing that she's just like, okay, so before I die, I'm going to send these guilt letters that aren't supposed to make you feel guilty, but you're absolutely going to feel guilty.
You know, it was good, though. Oh, man,
But
that
it ends
movie
up
is
being,
so
a
fucking
great
good.
film for the ending, blah, 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 blah.
I sincerely hope they never, ever, ever remake it. It is
don't
classic
do it.
the way it is. Don't
Oh, yeah.
fucking touch it.
There's no reason to.
Leave
I
it
mean,
alone.
You know a movie I would be okay if they remade that I do love is
Titanic.
No, fuck that movie. It was not good in the first place.
Wasn't good the first time.
Dante's
Yeah,
Peak.
we did it. No, you can't touch it. It's too good.
Because my name is Ruth.
No. Stepford Wives.
Future idea
I think
for a game,
Stepford-
a round of recasts with Dante's Peak.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
And with Stepford Wives, because...
Oh my God, yes. I love that movie too.
But yeah, that's one that
I want
I'd
a
be
pretzel
okay with
too.
him like redoing, just because the way that movie is set up, the storyline is set up to like revolve around technology, and so there's just so many iterations of it you can do. But First Wives Club is not about technology.
No,
it is
it's
all
not.
about these. It's just about these three women who are in these like different places, and they're like, oh, it's so good, it's so good.
Yes.
oh my
It's so
God. I
good.
love Diane Keaton's mom. That one lady with the really low voice.
Yes,
Who
Eileen
tells her to be
Heckert.
brave?
Is that her name?
Yeah, that's the actress's name.
I love when they're walking the dog and she's like, oh, come on. Oh, you gotta go. And she goes, Moose, go. And the dog's like, and then he pees. And it's like this tiny little miniature schnauzer that is walking along the streets of Manhattan.
I love that dynamic though, because it's so true to like real life. Like if you looked at my family and you looked at like my grandma versus my mom versus my niece, and like how very different they are, like where my grandma and my niece have these very like strong positions on things and my mom doesn't. It's like Diane Keaton's character where she's like really kind of like wimpy, but then like her mom and her daughter are both these really strong like women.
It's the mother and daughter. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Oh, and Daddy,
Yes.
I'm a big lesbian.
I was gonna say there were two more things I wanted to touch on, and they were both including the daughter. And it was when she first finds out that the dad was cheating, and she goes, "Oh, I've been waiting for the right time to tell him, like his birthday or Christmas." That she was a lesbian.
She's so vindictive and I love it. Yes.
Or when they all go to the gay bar to find the daughter, and they find her at the bar
Yes.
talking to some girl, and they're like just hang out at the gay bar. And then Elise Goldie Hawn is over there like just dancing on the dance floor, and then Bette Midler has to go save her, and she's like, "Sorry, babe, she's with me." And then all the other lesbians are like, "Ooh." Oh man.
Oh, it was such a good, like, inclusive moment for that era of like film. And also it was just so fucking funny. And because you would see maybe gay bars in films, but a lesbian bar? Oh, whew.
I could also be super duper wrong, but I'm pretty sure the lesbian who is trying to take her home is in Orange is the New Black. And if that's not typecasting, I don't know what is.
Eduardo Felipe.
What the hell are they recasting in there?
Yeah, she was. Leah Delaria is her name.
I only say that because she had the same haircut in both.
She did, yeah. She's had that same, it's iconic. She has that like cut all around the side, and then her hair is up and back, and she's dyed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we have the same haircut.
No, your
Yeah.
hair is shorter on top and longer on the sides. This is more
It's
of
a
Roger,
reverse fade. It's
it's
just
more
a
of a
fade.
Roger Klotz moment is really what I'm
Roger
talking about.
Klotz, not the sun chips hair. Your hair is one sun chip off to the side.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Roger
Anyways.
Klotz. Okay, we'll recast
Beardos.
Doug in a later episode.
If you've never seen First Wives Club, you've got to watch it. It's so good. It's an absolutely impeccable film.
Bryce, I know you're young. You will love it. If you
I'm
haven't
sure
seen
Bryce
it.
has seen it. Bryce, I feel like he's gives me the vibe of someone who's seen First Wives
He
Club.
seems
you know?
cultured.
You know, like
And PETA.
when you
PETA
get
too.
gay for a while,
Yeah.
you start to like recognize gay people without ever interacting with them. You just see them on the street. You're like, that person's gay.
Yeah.
That's how it is if you've watched First Wives Club enough. You're like, that person's
I'm-
seen First Wives Club.
I'm not really good at that. I work downtown and I see all these guys dressed up and I'm like, gay, 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 gay. And I'm like, wait, no, you're not. You're not all gay. What's happening? Why do you all look so gay?
No, they're all gay. I was talking to my coworker today, and we were talking about like I can't remember what it was. But we got on the topic of like of being gay and like the Trump administration, because we were making jokes about it, and he was like, yeah, my friend was like, no, because if being gay is like legal and like socially acceptable, then everyone will be gay eventually. And I was like,
What's the
your
problem?
friend is so close to a personal realization that he hasn't had yet.
Yeah. Are you
That
guys
is
telling
a paper
jokes?
thin closet.
You're
I
just
love
teetering
jokes.
on the edge. You're tickling the testicles
You're
of this
almost
topic.
there. You're almost
Now,
there.
now you should literally tickle the testicles.
Just try it once.
Just get that low-hanging fruit,
everybody
girl.
will be gay. Plenty of people will be straight. But like, if you think that everyone would be gay if being gay was socially acceptable, then I got news for you.
This makes me think of that 4-panel comic where it's the 3 gay people, and they're like, and then the whole crowd is like, "You're not like us," and they're like, "Okay, we will create our own space." And then the 3rd panel is like them in this little circle, this little like window, and the crowd's like, "Wait, why are you excluding us?" And then it shows all of them in the little box with them, and then just the 3 of them saying, "Oh no,
oh no." Anyways, let's move on from First Wives Club. Otherwise, I'll talk about it for several more hours. To Beardos submitted sundries, Jay.
We have one this week, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are going to be excited like I am, especially when I start reading about it. So this is Michael from Instagram messaged us.
Hi,
Michael says,
"Hi, Michael."
Michael says, "Evening from the UK. We're international again.
Hi, bro.
Oh, don't do that. We'll lose him.
Oh, okay. I love the Viv and Lawrence Cheney.
Currently listening to your latest episode, and Joe mentioned Baby Bell, and I thought I'd inform you there is now a giant, or as they call it, the Maxi. Nothing to do with the pad, I hope. And it's amazing. And I looked it up, and it's pretty decent sized. I like to take a peeler. I like to take a peeler and go around it, making ribbons of cheese, and then cut some puff pastry into similar width strips, and roll each strip with. I am drooling at the mouth right now. And
Michael
roll
is
each
next level
strip
shit right now.
with
Jesus.
length of the cheese and bake until golden and crunchy. Then eat it as it's warm or cold, and use it as a base to put something on top of, like a bit of smoked salmon. Oh my God, I'm about to choke on my drool right now.
Oh my God,
amazing.
it's huge.
I'm drooling presently.
Michael, I love you. I'm probably going to need somewhere to leave after January 20th. So if you need to get married, please let me know.
You could marry Jay immediately.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Another favorite cheese of mine is Shropshire? Shropshire Blue? Oh, pronounced
And I found it at Tesco?
Shropshire, yeah.
Shropshire, sorry, literally as pronounced Shropshire right after it. It's a blue-veined cheese, not quite as strong as Stilton if you know it. It's creamy in flavor, almost crumbly in texture, good on crackers, warm buttered toast, or bread. But yeah, thought you might like the info on the Baby Bells, as only recently seen them here. Keep up the good work and be kind to yourselves. Michael.
So is it like a
nice.
spreadable blue cheese, I assume, is what it sounds like. That's how you described it in my mind, at least.
But firm enough that he can slice it and roll it up.
Okay. So in the
bake it.
same vein as kind of like a blue cheese equivalent, sort of, but you can
In a
also
sense,
slice it
I'd
and roll
say.
it. Instead of crumbling it, you can still work it, I guess.
But let me just... A peeler to go around it, making ribbons of cheese, and then cutting puff pastry into similar width strips, and roll each strip with the cheese and bake until golden and crunchy. I mean,
I
that
want
alone
15
sounds
of
amazing.
those right
do
now.
too. That is a new
insane.
appetizer I'm going to make, because that sounds awesome, and I don't know why I've never done that.
Okay, Beardos, we're putting out an APB, an all-points bulletin for the Baby Bell Maxi. Where can we find it? Where can we ship it from? And
Show
where
us your
can
Maxi
I
Baby
get
Bell.
one? Show me your Maxi Baby Bell. It's as big as the palm of a hand is what I saw.
Actually, you know what? As we're talking right now, in my bread machine, I have some wheat bread going, so maybe I'll go buy some cheese and peel it and put it in my bread and bake it and put some salmon over it. That sounds hot.
I'll also tell you guys, if you haven't had Havarti yet, that's the one I talked about last week, it is very, very similar in flavor profile to Baby Bell cheese. So if you've had Baby Bells, the little mini cheeses wrapped in wax, that's very, very close to what Havarti is. And
I think Havarti
awesome.
might be a little bit creamier than Baby
It is
Bell.
a little bit, yes.
Yeah. It
But
might
they're
have just
very-
a bit more strength and flavor.
They're very similar. That's the closest equivalent I could make.
Yeah.
I love me some Baby Bell cheese.
Me
We
too.
have to get through this. I want food again.
I
had
want
food right
cheese
before this.
wrapped in bread
Food
so
again.
bad right now.
Well, Michael, you're
Aw.
safely the Beardo of the week. Thank you very much.
Seriously, yeah.
We're gonna
sent us
rewrite our
all
12 Days
out
of Christmas
on
for
this
you.
fucking- We're gonna have to. If we are searching for this Baby Bell maxi for forever, we may either love you or hate you, depending on whether or not we
5
find
Baby Bell Maxis.
I literally moved
4
over to
Baby
the
Bell
UK
Maxis, 3
just
Baby
for
Bell
Baby
Maxis.
Bell Maxi and sending you pictures, and I'm just like holding you going,
progressively getting bigger.
And a ribbon of cheese coming out of my ass.
it's like the hat on Scary Movie 3.
Yeah.
And I'm recording a video with you, and each time it changes scene, it just keeps getting bigger, and I'm finally holding something bigger than me.
You're just on top of it in the wheel.
Like, all right, boys, you have a good night. As I'm hanging up and I'm just laying on it. Oh,
well, thank
that's
you,
all I
Michael, from
have.
the UK. Beardos.
I know that was
up your
so,
game.
That was so exciting.
Yeah.
When I read that, I was like, oh, we heard from the UK. I knew we were over there. The stats said it.
Well, Michael, enjoy your Cadbury because you guys have superior milk chocolate over there.
Everybody has superior milk chocolate, except maybe North Korea.
Could
What?
you imagine?
What do you
They-
want from me?
You like go and visit there for some reason. You're like, God damn it! Even their fucking milk chocolate is
fucking
better.
North Koreans got better
Wait.
milk chocolate.
It's milk chocolate so good it'll cause martial law in South Korea.
No.
Does anybody have something to check out that isn't that?
Oh no, I do not.
I may have plugged this before, but they just wrapped season 3 of it, and there is a television show on MGM Plus called From, and it stars Harold Perrineau, who was in the show Lost, and it is about a town that sort of exists in its own pocket universe, and you can stumble into it from any part of, it seems like just the United States, but people end up in this town. And then at night, these monsters come out, and the only way to stay safe is to stay inside of buildings that have a specific sigil that you like put on the wall to keep yourself safe. But if that sigil comes down, or if you voluntarily open a door or a window, then the monsters can come in and they will eviscerate and eat your insides. So it is a horror psychological thriller set in this sort of like science fiction-y supernatural town. It's so good. It's rated extremely well. I don't have the stats offhand, but I know if you look at it on Amazon, it's going to be like 4.9 out of 5 stars with thousands upon thousands of reviews. It's so good. They just wrapped season 3. Absolutely worth your watch this season. If you are tired of all the regular Christmas and holiday fare, like I am, unless it's Black Christmas, in which case, yes, then go watch it. It's really good. There's 3 seasons, about 30 total episodes. It's worth a binge.
Wow,
That does sound
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
Intriguing,
called one more time?
mysterious even.
It's called From.
Okay.
F-R-O-M.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
That was my dentist's name growing up, Dr. From.
Oh,
Ew.
that's cute.
F-R-U-M.
More like Dr. Cum.
I was,
No, I was a woman.
of course,
so-
gonna make that
I know.
joke. Hello,
I just- I
Dr.
couldn't help
Cum.
Anyways.
You're going to be working on our dicks. What?
What?
I gotta say my favorite, real quick, my favorite stupid fucking overacting porn scenario currently is like when a guy's bent over and the other guy rips his ass, his jeans open,
rips
but the
his
guy
ass,
doesn't even
rips his ass
Yeah.
open.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
next. That's next. He rips his jeans open, then shoves his dick in, and then it shows the guy's face, and he does this.
Oh my god!
I love that shit so much. It's
It was
so dumb.
It was always on Pornhub when you like scrolled through, and it was kind of like the advertisement
Yep.
clip.
The banner
So,
ad.
like,
Every time.
They would
or
always
like the
shove it
guy
in and be
putting
like-
ketchup on his dick and putting in a hot dog. Yeah, every time.
Can you access Pornhub anymore?
no,
Here?
I just checked it the other day, and you
Okay.
can.
Yeah,
it
but
gives
there's a
you
lady that
notice
looks
up
like
front.
this.
Oh,
I haven't
so
played the
I've just
video, but it
been-
basically says, "Sorry, Oklahoma."
I've been accessing it using a VPN because
There's good stuff on there.
I
think it's-
I also deleted my Twitter because I don't want to like give any sort of ad revenue to Elon Musk, and so I don't have my porn there. I'm
And I've been-
establishing my porn on Blue Sky,
It's
But in
so
the
hard to
interim-
establish this whole new life on Blue Sky for what I want to
No.
follow.
That's why I haven't done it yet.
I'm doing it because I have to. It's
Knuckle
the
sandwich.
sacrifice I'm making to
I
not
am, yeah.
support Elon Musk. Like, I will
Yeah.
give up a good collection of butts.
A really good collection of porn.
I had a
had some
really good
good
collection.
porn on there, and it's upsetting. I saw they
So,
were just
Rip it and put it on a
anyways.
hard drive. Or print it out in your inkjet, like Jay does.
I'm gonna print this here movie off on Polaroid.
I have a 3-ring
The
binder.
last
It's just,
Mindy.
it's just pictures of Twitter guys
3-ring
that I followed.
binder. Something good, something good, something good.
He's got he's got like each frame of a video on an individual sheet of paper, and he's just flipping through it really fast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or I've snapped pictures and I moved them into Canva and made like stop action films. So it's like,
Yes.
No, even better. It's that stupid fucking circular thing where you had to put a frame in each one and then you spin it and you can look through the little window and you're like,
oh,
Yeah.
I thought-
It's a little viewfinder, and you're.
I thought you were talking-
wheels, and you.
this
and then you, like,
Viewmaster
rip it out
from
and
the
put a new one in.
90s?
Yeah, and you just have to keep ripping it out and putting new ones
Just-
in to get to the next one.
and then you could buy the additional piece, which is like the old toy that you used to go woo, and the arrow and spin around and be like the arrow spins
And then
around
you're-
and it's like you've picked the orgy. The orgy sounds like, and then it's like
Shazoo!
wowzers, that's a big penis.
Your mom knocks on the door. You're like, nothing, Mom. I'm just playing with my speak and say.
The power bottom says, "Yes, Daddy, yes."
It most certainly does not. The cow says, Shazoo! Oh, it must be in England.
Now all you think of is Futurama, where it's like Doctor Speak and Spell, and they like pull his cord, and he goes, "Doctorate denied." Anyways,
Goodness.
well, do you guys think
Is
it's game time?
Yes, please. And the
I
daddy
think it is.
And the daddy says, yes, please.
And I think Joe has our game this week.
All right. Yes, gentlemen, it is game time, and this is a game I am calling Guess a Film Plot Badly. Okay, so you guys might have seen this trend in the past, and it is a trend that is called Explain a Film Plot Badly. So basically, you give vague facts or a vague synopsis of a film, and then someone guesses the title, and it is kind of funny on how it is tied into the very poorly explained plot. Example. A woman travels to a surreal landscape where she kills the first person she sees and then teams up with 3
Wizard
others
of Oz.
to kill again.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
That's Wizard of Oz, correct. So this is very that. So we'll go ahead and jump over. So we'll
Forrest
go
Gump.
ahead and jump over, and I've got a few of these, and we will start out with number 1. There are going to be 9 of these. You're going to have 3
9?
guesses apiece. Yes, in German.
Oh, so there's none of them. I think I hear the music coming back on.
All right. Number 1. A smart-mouthed teenager is recruited by a group of adult strangers to break into a national security building for fun, and his mom never finds out.
Oh, this sounds like a YA movie, and I'm not good at those.
This sounds like a 80s film.
You have 3 guesses apiece.
Break into a government building?
Yes.
I don't know. Spy Kids. Wait, that
No.
seems wrong.
It's all movies, not TV shows scenarios, right?
These are all movies.
Okay.
Yes.
Smart mouth teenager.
Would you like me to read it again?
Yes.
Okay. A smart-mouthed teenager is recruited by a group of adult strangers to break into a national security building for fun, and his mom never finds out.
I have no idea.
Yeah, this one's really, I'm coming up with nothing right now.
Because smart mouth teenager, all I can think of, which I don't want to say it because it's a guess, but I know it's not it. It's impossible. So,
Are you sure?
yeah. Okay, I'm just going to spit it out, even though I know it's wrong. Smart mouth teenager, my brain goes to Easy A.
No.
Obviously.
Right.
But his mom never finds out. Why is his dad not finding out? Maybe his dad does find out, or maybe his dad's not in the picture.
Maybe his dad's
And
one of
maybe
the
it's not
adults that
him. Maybe
convinces him.
it's a her, or maybe it's a they. Because we didn't specify. Oh, wait, you said his mom, huh?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Ferris Bueller?
No.
Oh, that does bring up a whole different genre of films I didn't think about, though.
Yeah.
What about Back to the Future?
No. But I will give you guys a hint. Past and future is part of the film's premise.
Past and future.
Mhm.
I feel like this is going to be something that I'm going to be really upset about after I hear
I know.
what the
I'm
title
going
is.
to kick
I
myself
feel like
whenever
you're
I figure it out.
right.
Yeah, this is going to be
I feel
really
like you're right
upsetting.
about that.
Still, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Very huh.
just don't know.
I am not getting this at all.
Do you guys give up?
I know it's not a movie or anything. I'm just going to say it so we can move. Stranger Things.
Nope. Good
I
guess, though.
can't even think of another guess. So yes, I give up.
So the answer is X-Men Days of Future Past.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think I would have probably gotten to that one.
Because the
So-
plot is explained badly.
Right.
Yeah.
I never think of that one, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
yeah.
I can't remember the last time I've seen that.
It's been
I
a
don't even
long
know how well I
time.
paid attention.
All I can think of in that movie is just like Wolverine has to go. We got to send Logan, and then that's all I think about.
All right, so number 2.
Okay.
An indigenous man is evicted from his land by the state, then gets sent by the authorities to fetch something. He looks at the cargo and ends up stealing it.
National Treasure.
No.
Sorry, I couldn't help but guess. Evicted from his land, then recruited by the state to fetch something, but he ends up stealing it after he looks at it.
Jay, if you want to wager a guess, I'll give you guys a hint, which is the last part of the sentence of the plot.
Sure.
Make a guess.
I know. I was just like, sure, but I know this isn't
Holly
right.
Shore.
But this is completely wrong. Indian in the cupboard.
No. You really did hone in on one
That
facet,
was
didn't you?
racist. This is 2 weeks in a row you've been racist.
I was not racist last time. It was just a word that accidentally
I know.
was.
Okay. Okay, so that's one guess each, so I will give you the last part. His sidekick is a pain in the ass.
Shrek.
That is correct. It is Shrek.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yep, now I'm there.
I guess Princess Fiona is just cargo.
I want you to
Yeah, I was-
know that when you said pain in the ass, immediately my mind, an image of a metal butt plug came into my head. That's
Every time.
every time. That's exactly what I
Metal
thought.
butt plug works every time.
And I'm just like, well, that's not a pain. That's kind of nice.
Oh, it was cold. So then, no, I'm kidding.
It gets warmer.
Okay. Okay, number 3. A couple of well-dressed men help some secret immigrants while chasing after others.
Men in Black.
Correct. It is Men in Black.
I
That
won't
one
wait
does.
till it's done, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
No, I actually knew it, surprisingly.
Here come the men in
Men in
black.
Black.
Help your mom do some chores after school. Woo-hoo. Say what? What?
Say please and thank you.
Secret
Get a
pay for
job
school
so you can help your
supplies.
mom
Woo-hoo.
pay for school
Say what?
supplies.
What?
Oh,
Say what?
Say
What? Oh, God. That's so dumb. All right.
That's what this whole fucking podcast is.
Yep.
Yeah. It's been around for 2.5 years now.
All right. Number 4. A man nearly dies because he almost runs out of potatoes.
The Martian.
That is right. It is The Martian.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that
Very
movie.
good, Anthony.
And that book. The book is really good too. So if you guys haven't read the book by Andy Weir, it's so fucking good.
All right. Number 5. A man is dying and only getting his parents to have sex will cure him.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That's right. It's Back to the Future.
Yeah. I was like, this is some kind of like Fry is his own grandpa kind of bullshit.
Calvin Klein? What? It says
What?
it on your underwear.
Well, I did
She
the
was-
nasty and the pasty.
She
That's
was really
correct.
trying to fuck. She was down
Yeah,
to fuck.
she was.
Okay, number 6. A NASCAR driver is forced to repave a road.
Cars.
Damn it, that's what I was about to
That's
say.
right. It's Cars. Oh, I love that movie. I love that franchise so much, but they are milking the shit out of the money from
Yeah.
that franchise.
Yeah. Do
All the
not
toys.
eat the pistachio ice cream. It has turn.
Turn.
I'm not usually a Pixar person, but I like that one.
This is a good one. Okay, number 7. A group of teenagers spends a few years returning jewelry.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
What was that thing? It was like they spent 3 whole movies walking there.
All I can think of is there was a accurate movie title, one of those that was like Jewelry Thieves. Give it back, you bastards.
God, that's so good though. All right, number 8. A boy's uncle tries to kill him and frames him for murder. He then runs away and lives worry-free until someone reminds him of his past.
The boy or the uncle? Oh, wait, The Lion King.
That's right, it's The Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I have not watched that in a long, long, long time.
No, me either.
You know, it's interesting. That movie and like, I mean, I know Little Mermaid and stuff like that was big when I was a kid. I never watched those. Hardly
I
at
watched
all.
The Lion King when I was in 4th grade or 5th grade, one of the two. And I remember because my great grandmother bought it for me and I watched it on video finally because I didn't get to see it in theaters. And I remember being in her like trailer and I cried so hard after watching watching Lion King. I cried. I was such a sensitive child. I think I got all my tears out when I was a kid. I think that might be why I can't cry now.
Oh, I was pretty sensitive. And then I went
Yeah.
through a phase where I wasn't because I basically internally blocked it all. And now I'm back to being sensitive again.
You need to be more sensitive and not just angry.
Also, I don't know if you noticed in the background, I still have my blanket up to protect the headboard from being filled with cat hair. And now all the time I walk in on Merlin in between the pillows. And sometimes he's like laid with his legs spread apart. He's like on his back. And I'm just like, you are so weird. I love you.
So we have that beanbag that Finster usually sits in, but sometimes, if you're lucky, you can wander in on Ricky laying in it. And it's cute. But then sometimes Ricky will be laying in it and he is fully on his back. And it is so fucking adorable. And oh my God, why are animals so cute?
I know.
Alrighty, our final question for number 9, our final bad film plot. An AIDS-riddled woman has sex with a mentally handicapped man
Forrest
and leaves
Gump.
him
Forrest
to
Gump.
raise her child alone after she dies. Yes,
Jize.
that is Forrest Gump.
I was like, AIDS riddled woman.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Okay,
hey,
Jenny,
there,
I'll take care of the AIDS, baby. God.
She's like, fine, I'm about to die. Will you marry me?
You know what I just noticed? Jay has not worn his name tag this whole episode.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God,
last
I
week
haven't.
either.
What a surprise.
Bitch.
Put it in your mouth right now.
Right now. Do it.
Put it on your
In your
lower
cheek.
lip.
No, in your cheek. In your cheek.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
Yeah.
very
Do it.
strong
Now.
magnet. Do it right now.
Do it. Do it. Do it. You fucking do it.
oh, it's actually.
Oh! No way. Is it sticking?
No, not very well at all.
No, because you always do this. Yeah, build a name tag, dumbass.
Ow. Oh, God, this one hurts.
Wow. Saw 27, the Beards and Sundries Market. I want to play a game. Look, Sandy, I'm on TV.
You have a magnet stuck to the cheek of your mouth.
You're a child who had a new toy. All right.
Wait, who won?
Yes. Oh my, shut up. And that's a game, gentlemen. Our scores
like
at the
that.
end of
That
the
was
game
fun.
were me with 1, Jay with 2, and Anthony with 6, making him this week's champion.
All that nonsense movie trivia that I know really paid off. But I think I hear the music coming back on, and it sounds like 5 guillotines.
Oh, I love that song.
Go call our hotline real quick at 405-999-2242 and leave a voicemail to open up a future episode.
And Beardos, Ron DeSantis is asking for assistance trying out his new boot heels. So it's time for us to go. If you'd like to go help us out, make sure to subscribe to our podcast so you get reminders every Sunday when a new episode drops. We also post frequent updates to all of our social media sites for any sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 guillotines and leave a review. Those reviews
shiny.
are what get us found by more revolutionaries like you. Also, if each one of you could shoot a billionaire downtown in New York, that'd be pretty cool. But if each one of you could also tell a friend about the podcast, that would double our growth and be slightly more legal.
Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. We would love to hear from you there. You can also email us, at beardsandsundries@gmail.com. Check out our website, beardsandsundries.com, where you can also buy merch. And keep an eye out on this new shirt idea that we just happened to talk about during the show, because at one point I started making it already.
Oh! So, from the three of us, gift-giving shop clerks here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to...
Love yourself.
Because we already love you.
so much.
Bye, Beardos.
Bye. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.